Hey guys, so today I figured I'd make a quick video real quick on this S197 Mustang that I got. Me and my dad just finished, well, we didn't finish. It's kind of in the process of turning it into a drift car. We just took it to its first track event. It went really well. I still need to learn a lot, but I figured I'd make a quick video showing the few mods that we have done to it that have helped a lot. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and start off in the front end. So there's actually like not a lot done in the front of this car, but pretty much from about here back, which would be the transmission, we had to drop the transmission because when we originally bought the car, the clutch was completely toast. So which is a perfect excuse. We dropped the transmission and we put in I think it's a stage 3 clutch. So that helps a lot with clutch kicks. And then there's also a short shifter on there. We decided to throw on there. And that's about it. There's no angle kits, nothing else done to the front end. Moving on to the interior, it's where things get a little bit more exciting. Because this is a convertible, one of the biggest things we had to do is for almost all track regulations, we had to install at least a 4-point roll cage. This is a 4-point right now. It can be a 6-point. We have the brackets and the adapters to make this go down to the floorboard down there, but we haven't put that in yet. And then we also have the 4-point harnesses. They're actually 5-point, but we haven't installed these brackets yet. Like I said, the car is still in the progress. There's the short shifter that I was talking about. We completely gutted it too. Well, we actually didn't completely gut it, but we gutted the back seats. I believe that is about it. Oh, and then I also put in a little screw on the e-brake so we can just have kind of a makeshift handbrake for right now. But in the future, we would obviously add probably an e-brake. Alright, so if we go ahead and crawl under the car here, we find this solid axle. Solid axles came in the S197s. They came with 4 to 8.8 inches. Now, solid axles are probably the biggest problem, I would say, with trying to drift a Mustang, at least S550 generations down, because the S550 did not come with a solid axle, it came with IRS. But any generation usually before that, besides, I believe, the s197 Cobras, those had IRS too. But, long story short, any Mustang with a live axle is going to have pretty bad axle squat and tire hop, which is not really good for drifting. It kind of sucks. So, there's a company out there called Synergy Racing. We bought they have an option called a grip kit. It comes with like a stronger, I don't know what this is called, but it's a way stronger brace for here, adjustable track bars, adjustable lower control arms, and an adjustable upper control arm. We also added the polyurethane bushings to stiffen it up. All of these brackets also came with the Synergy Racing grip kit. Now, we also added on the inside, as you can see on the outside, this is a girdle diff cover. It provides just a lot of extra strength under heavy loads, which I figured I would opt for about, I forget, I think it was $200. I thought it was worth it. It's worth it for this application anyway. But on the inside, we took it apart and we added 410 gearing and a spool. The 410s really help because this had 331s to begin with, and to be honest, I think we would have struggled a lot trying to drift this car with that gearing, but it would have been possible. So, one other thing is we also added, while we were down here, we had to completely remove this axle. So while we were down here, we figured, why not just opt for the coilovers, right? So we have BC Racing BR coilovers. We have the ones for the front. We haven't installed them yet. But that is pretty much it for the rear end. I guess we also added this Roush axle back exhaust kit because the old straight pipe was pretty loud. It's still loud, but at least it's not as bad. But anyways, that is it for this S197 drift build that me and my dad did. There's still a ton of future plans, angle kit, e-brake, and all that. There is one more thing I forgot to mention on the back. We did, while we had the axle out, we did add the dual caliper brackets back there. They're not, you can't see them, but they are back there. That way we can just slap the e-brake on once we get it, which I actually did just order it. So I may or may not make a video on how to install that in a later video. But anyways, thanks for watching.